Okay, so let's look at another question on step fixed cost. When the step fixed cost is given as a percentage, and so what we did previously is that we looked at a lump sum amount as a step in fixed cost. Now we are going to look at when the step fixed cost is not a lump sum amount, but a percentage. And so please make sure you watch the video to the end to get an understanding of how we are going to do this. Now let's look at the question. The company, sorry, the company has the following costs at three levels. We have 5,000, 8,000, 5,000, 8,000, and 11,000, and its associated total cost. Now, the variable cost per unit is constant over this range of activity, but there is a step fixed cost and total fixed cost increase by 20% when the activity level exceeds 7,500 units. Required, estimate the expected total cost when the activity level is 7,000. Now, what we need to understand here is that we have been given three activity levels, but the step up is 7,500 units. So it means that 5,000 units is here, 8,000, sorry, 5,000 units, and its associate cost is 180,000 US dollars. When we go to the 7,500 units, 7,500 units, we don't know the cost. We don't know that its total cost. We have 8,000 units, and its associated cost is 240,000 US dollars. Then 11,000 units, its associated cost is 276,000. Okay, now what we need to do is use the units above 7,500 to find the fixed cost and scale that fixed cost back to when we have 7,500. Okay, so what we need to understand is that when we use this level will include the 20% fixed cost because it exceeds 7,500. And it's saying that if there's a step fixed cost and the total fixed cost increase by 20% when the activity level exceeds 7,500. So it means that at 8,000 units, 240,000 US dollars includes a step up in fixed cost of 20%. Likewise, 11,000 units with a step up of 20% in fixed cost included in the 276,000 US dollars. So let's approach the question this way. So we are going to look for the variable cost per unit using the high and low method. So the variable cost per unit is equal to, now we look at the highest amount at the highest activity level, which is 276,000 minus 240,000 US dollars divided by 11,000 units minus 8,000 units. Okay, so the variable fixed cost is going to give us 12 US dollars. Okay, having found the 12 US dollars, the variable cost per unit, let's find the fixed cost. So the fixed cost, write it in full. So fixed cost is equal to, let's use the highest activity level, which is 11,000 units. So its associates 260,000 minus 11,000 units, sorry, 11,000 units times 12 US dollars. And this is going to give us 144,000 US dollars. Okay, great. Now this is the analysis. Inside the 144,000, there is a step up of 120%. Okay, so inside this, there is a step up in the fixed cost, or there's 20% step up in the fixed cost included in the 144,000. So if you want to work back to get the fixed cost, if you want to get the fixed cost associated with 7,500, then we need to understand that 144,000 is equivalent to 120%. Why 120%? Because the question stated that there is a step up, sorry, there's a step up in the fixed cost at 120 of 20% when the activity level exceeds 7,500. Now the activity level have exceeded and we use the unit activity level above 7,500. So it means that this 20% is inclusive in the 144,000. Now we want to work back at 7,500. So the 7,500 units will be equivalent to 100%. Okay. So if we want, what will be the fixed cost? So what we are going to do is that if less, more divide. So the fixed cost at activity level of 7,500 units is equal to 100 over 120 times 144,000. And that is going to give us 120,000 US dollars. Okay, now the question is saying that estimate the expected total cost when the activity level is 7,000 units. Now we know that this 120,000 is the fixed cost associated with 7,500 units and below. Any units that is 7,500 and below. And so the total cost is equal to the fixed cost plus the variable cost. Therefore, at 7,000, total cost at 7,000 units, 7,000 units is equal to the 120,000 plus, to bracket, the variable cost per unit, which is 12 times 7,000. Okay, so this one is going to give us 12 times 7,000. 12 times 7,000 is 84,000. So 120,000 plus 84,000, giving us 120,000 plus 84,000 will give us 204,000 US dollars. I hope you get it now. So let's look at another question on step fixed cost when the fixed cost is given as a percentage. So step fixed costs when step up is a percentage. Great. So let's look at the question on the left. An organization has the following costs at three activity levels. Activity level 400, 4,000, 6,000, and 7,500. Total cost associated 40,800, 50,000, and 54,800. Variable per variable cost per unit is constant within this activity range, and there is a step up of 10% in the total fixed cost when the activity level exceeds 5,500. So we can see that 5,500 is somewhere between 4,000 and 6,000. What is the total cost at an activity level of 5,000 units? So what we are going to do is that previously we used the activity level that is above 5,500, that is 6,000 and 7,500, and its total associated total cost to do the calculation. So let's start. So the variable cost per unit is equal to 54,800. That is the cost associated with the highest level minus 50,000, okay, all divided by, sorry, all divided by 7,500 minus 6,000. So the variable cost per unit will be, so 54,800 minus 50,000 give us 4,800 divided by 1,500 units. And that is going to give us 4,800 divided by 1,500, 3.2, 3.2 US dollars. So that is the variable cost, sorry, 3.2 USD. That is the variable cost per unit. Now let's find the fixed cost. The fixed cost is equal to, now let's use the highest activity level. So 54,800 minus 7,500 units multiplied by 3.2. So this is going to give us 54,800 minus 24,000. And this is going to give us 30,800 US dollars. Okay. But the question went on to say that there is a step up in the fixed cost of 10%. So inside this 30,800, 10%, this 30,800 includes a 10% step up in the fixed cost. So what we need to understand is that if, sorry, if 30,800 includes 10% step up in the fixed cost, then we can see that 30,800, sorry, you do some calculation over here. We should note this. We should note that 30,800 is equivalent to 110%. Why 110? Because inside the 30,800, sorry, inside the 30,800 is a 10% step up. And we used the units, sorry, we used units which is above 5,500 units given in the question here. So the 6,000 units is above 5,500, 7,000 units above 5,500. Therefore, the 10% step up is inclusive in the 30,800. Okay. Now, you need to work back. Hello? Okay, so we need to work back. And if we have to work back, it means that the 110,000, the any amount that is below 7,000, 5,500, as in between here and going to 4,000, is equivalent to 100,000, sorry, 100%. Therefore, if we want the fixed cost associated with any unit that is 5,500 and less, so what we need to do is that we need to look at the fixed cost that is less than or equal to 5,500 units, and that is equal to is equal to 30,800 times 100 over 110. So that will give us, that is going to give us 100 divided by 110 times 30,800, which is 28,000. Okay. Now, having established the 28,000, the question is saying that what is the total cost at an activity of level of 5,000? Now we can see that 5,000 is below 5,500. So if 5,000 is below 5,500, then its associated to fixed cost will be 2,800, and the variable cost per unit will be 3.2, right? This 3.2 here. So we can find the total cost. So total cost is your fixed cost, total fixed cost plus your total variable cost. Therefore, your total cost at 5,000 units should be your 28,000 here, 28,000 here, plus your 3.2 times 5,000. So this 3.2 up here. So we are going to get 28,000 plus 16,000. Okay, so 28,000 plus 16,000 will give us 44,000 US dollars. Okay, I hope you understood the question. Thank you for watching.